Joining me now from Chennai is political analyst Jnani Shankaran, also my colleague Srisha Reddy from Chennai. Mr. Shankaran, DMDK MLAs would say that they were stating a fact. Do you think what was said was factually incorrect or in bad taste that the Tamil Nadu Assembly Speaker chose to expunge it from the records?
See, the power of the Speaker in a legislature needs to be codified. As of now, there seems to be an unlimited power, and members of the legislature as well as the powers of the Speaker, they refuse to get codified. And this has been an ongoing issue for a long time, both in Tamil Nadu Assembly and elsewhere also. And so the question is whether the Speaker can simply expunge a remark and say that anyone cannot speak about it anymore. But the moment it comes to a court of law, then the legislature would argue that the court has no jurisdiction over the Speaker at all. But then we need to codify the Speaker's powers themselves.
Right. Shisha, what are the voices that you're picking up from inside the AIADMK camp? Clearly what it seems is that an attempt is being made to ensure that no one speaks anything that is seen as anti-Jayalalitha.
Well, exactly, Sudhir. Today, whatever happened in the floor of the House is just a testimony to what has been happening in the recent past. And with Jayalalitha being convicted, the AIADMK members have become more vulnerable to such comments. And today, there was, of course, a criticism. And what had happened in the floor of the House clearly points out that, this is not the way a floor should actually function. There was just mere criticism. The opposition, rather, pinning down the state issues, they had just gone ahead and indulged in the criticism and the blame game. Why? If you can actually look into the records of the floor of the House, whatever has been happening in the past, one can clearly know that, of course, opposition has a valid point. But again, it's been boiled down to one particular fact that, the AIADMK is not willing to take anything, even a smaller, act of whatever they have been talking about the former Chief Minister of the state. So today, it is just reflected in the floor of the House, Sudhir.
Right. Right. Mr. Shankaran, Shisha, they are making the point that the AIADMK has become more sensitive to any kind of criticism of Jayalalitha. In the opening address to the budget session of the Tamil Nadu Assembly, we saw Governor Rosaiah showering a lot of praise on Jayalalitha. Do you get the sense that the AIADMK, apart from getting sensitive, has also become brazen after the kind of verdict it got in the Srirangam by-election?
See, the Governor of Tamil Nadu has definitely gone out of limit and stepped outside his jurisdiction in praising Jayalalitha, who is a non-entity in the present government. She does not hold any office in the government. She is not a minister, and he doesn't even refer to her as a former chief minister in the budget speech. He simply refers to her as Jayalalitha. This is very unwarranted, and definitely governor has gone out of his jurisdiction. AIADMK has been behaving like this for quite a long time. In Tamil Nadu, if you look at the assembly debates, you will find that there is more democracy in any television channel debate today than in the assembly floor.
Right. Shisha, is there likely to be any kind of a joint strategy by the opposition in Tamil Nadu to counter this strategy of the ruling party?
Well, certainly not, Sudhir. Unlike in other states, as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, all the opposition parties are not, not in line in order to go against the ruling AIADMK. And even they themselves indulge in different blame games, like DMDK attacking DMK or DMK in turn attacking the DMDK and the AIADMK. So, talking about the strategy that we have been focusing on, it's something that is lacking in, Tamil Nadu.
Right. Srisha Reddy and Jnani Shankaran, thanks a lot for joining us on that political story coming from Tamil Nadu. Now, the Bengaluru police has denied permission to MIM President and Hyderabad MP Asaduddin Owaisi from addressing the meeting in Bengaluru on the 21st of February. In fact, last month they had similarly refused permission to VHP leader Praveen Togadia from addressing a VHP event in the city.
We have granted them permission to hold a meeting on 21st from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Barring Mr. Togadia.
Barring Mr.
Sorry. Barring Mr. Owaisi. We have granted them permission to hold a meeting on 21st from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Barring Mr. Togadia.
Sparring Mr.
Sorry. Barring Mr. Owaisi.
Right. Joining me now from Bengaluru is my colleague Pratibha Raman. Pratibha, only yesterday a Delhi court said that an FIR should be lodged against Asaduddin Owaisi for an alleged hate speech he had made in Hyderabad in June 2014. I am also told that the Bengaluru police has asked for the details of all the cases against Asaduddin Owaisi before taking this decision today. Now, has the possibility of a provocative speech dictated this decision of the city police there?
Well, Sudhir, at this point in time, the Bangalore police wants to really play it safe, considering the number of cases that have been booked against Mr. Owaisi. Also, this new case that has cropped up in Delhi, where the court has ordered for a fresh FIR to be registered, keeping in mind any kind of untoward incidents that could perhaps occur at this particular rally. The Bangalore wants a detail of all the cases and also make sure that there is some kind of peace that is restored. But yes, they have mentioned that all the hate speeches as well as the inflammatory speeches has been one of the factors for barring Mr. Owaisi.
Right. Pratibha, does the MIM plan to appeal against this and go to the Karnataka High Court just like the VHP had done? And would they have hope given how the High Court actually backed the Bangalore City Police Commissioner as far as the Togadia case was concerned?
Just as you mentioned, in the case of VHP and Mr. Praveen Togadia, the court had sided with the commissioner, so that there isn't much hope with respect to the state members of MIM. But then at this point in time, they want to hold a discussion with Mr. Owaisi, find out what could be the next particular route that they can take, whether they have to knock the doors of the legal or the judicial system, or will they have to play by what the commissioner says, is something that they need to really decide, because the police has now ensured that one of the clauses that is added to the order is that they cannot play any kind of video footage or even audio of any of the speakers other than those who have been given permission for. Sudhir.
Right. Obviously, the Bengaluru City Police is wiser from the Praveen Togadia experience where his speech was played out. Pratibha Raman, thanks a lot for joining us there from Bengaluru. Now, the war in the CPM in Kerala seems to be all out in the open. The knives are out between former Chief Minister V.S. Achyutanandan and Kerala State Secretary of the CPM, Pinarayi Vijayan. In fact, the three-day state conference of the CPM is going to take place in Alappuzha. And today we saw V.S. Achyutanandan calling Vijayan an autocrat, and Vijayan responded by saying V.S. Achyutanandan has an anti-party mentality. Joining me now on the phone line is my colleague, Rohini Swami. Rohini, that the two leaders, V.S. Achyutanandan and Pinarayi Vijayan, have a hate-hate relationship is a well-known fact in Kerala political circles. But this time the knives are out in the open. How is the CPM cadre seeing this open fight?
Well, definitely the CPM cadre is not going to take this easily, because the fact is, yes, like you said, it's been a hated relationship between both Pinarayi Vijayan and V.S. Achyutanandan. And even when V.S. Achyutanandan was the Kerala chief minister, 3 times that too, Vijayan as a state secretary had controlled the party. Now the cadre themselves have, while they have been convincing, the leaders of the CPM have been convincing the cadre that they are together, this kind of open split definitely is going to bring down the morale. And this is just around the time when the elections are just around the corner, just 1 year ahead. Definitely it is going to affect not only the image of the party, but also the morale of the cadre.
Right. Rohini, even if Koderi Balakrishnan, who is tipped to be the next state secretary of the CPM in Kerala, he's seen as a Pinarayi Vijayan man. Is that what Achyutanandan is targeting? And number two, how will this open fight affect the image of the CPM 1 year before the Kerala Assembly elections?
Well, V.S. Achyutanandan is trying to hit 2 birds with one stone. Yes, one is, yes, directly. He's also looking at Koderi Balakrishnan. But the fact that Koderi Balakrishnan is a person who also is not any kind of allegations of corruption against him, and there are lots of cases against him. So the point is that whether he will, the fact that he's also being portrayed and he's also being kept in terms of one of the high-level office especially in the cadre, then it may not go down well. But what I'm also given to understand as of now is that V.S. Achyutanandan may not find too much of support within the party to the decision that is being taken by Pinarayi Vijayan to project Koderi Balakrishnan, because for the fact that V.S. Achyutanandan is also pretty old in terms of age also, and the kind of control that Pinarayi Vijayan has had on the party over the years now, itself could possibly mean that he will have to give up and follow what Pinarayi Vijayan is saying.
Right. Rohini Swami, thanks a lot for joining us on that political story coming from Kerala. Now, a chain snatcher was caught by the Mysore police within 24 hours because his crime was caught on CCTV camera installed in Mysore. In fact, this is an interesting story that establishes and reinforces the importance of CCTV surveillance in different cities of India.
Footage captured by this private CCTV camera helped solve a crime in Mysore. The lady who was leaving a residence was suddenly attacked by a chain snatcher. He tugged on a chain, but he definitely couldn't escape the lens of the CCTV that caught the crime on camera.
We caught 3 chain snatchers who had done chain snatching during Valentine's Day, as well as on the 15th, that is on Sunday, in Vivipuram. These chain snatchers have been caught based on the TV footage, that is the CCTV footage which was available which on the outskirts of the victim's house. So because of that, we have been able to pinpoint exactly the persons, and all the property has been recovered.
The accused Faraz Khan and 2 other accomplices were habitual offenders. The Mysore police are looking at making it mandatory under the Public Safety Act, asking CCTVs to be installed to reduce crimes. At present, there are 1,000 CCTV cameras in Bengaluru city. This includes for traffic and law and order, and there are some 5,000 private CCTV cameras. With Rohini Swami, Bureau Report, Headlines Today.
A major tragedy was averted at the ongoing Aero India show at the Yelahanka Air Force Base near Bengaluru when the Red Bull aerobatics display team was exhibiting its skills. It is believed that the wings of the 2 aircraft that were a part of the display brushed against each other. Fortunately, the planes landed safely and the crew did not suffer any injuries. Jugal Purohit sent us this report from the Yelahanka Air Force Base.
We're at the Aero India show, and I just want to show you out there, that's the area where the aerobatic teams perform. That's the hangar from where they emerge and then perform. We're given to understand that there's been a mid-air incident involving the aircraft that you see right on your screens right now. They've been grounded. The flying has been suspended for now. In fact, just a short while back, we saw even at the tarmac there was a lot of activity, ambulances rushing through, fire brigade vehicles also coming here towards the area where the incident supposedly took place. 3 aircraft were flying in a formation, after which we're given to understand that a mid-air incident has taken place, and for now there's no flying taking place. The authorities are out here. As you're seeing, there's a lot of hustle bustle on the very close to the hangar where this aircraft is located. That's all we have for now. There's no official word, but we'll keep you posted as soon as more developments come in. With camera person Shivamurthy, Jugal Purohit in Bengaluru for Headlines Today.